everybody, welcome back to my channel. So a super exciting video today. I am going to introduce you to my fourth fragrance, my new release, which is called Cleopatra. This is literally just out right now. So I'm going to take you through the perfume notes, what this smells like, the inspiration, and of course let you know where it's available. So if you've been following my fragrance journey for a while, I'm sure you'll already know that I've been reviewing perfumes here on YouTube for like 10 years. But a few years ago I decided to quit my normal city job here in London and create my own fragrances and fragrance brand called Soki London. And we started off with Empress, and then we had Aphrodite. Empress is very much a boss girl fragrance. Aphrodite is a tropical mango palm leaf fragrance. Then we had Artemis, which is kind of quite comforting. We've got osmanthus and peach in there, a little bit green, like a walk in the woodlands. And now we have Cleopatra. So if you are a regular here, you'll know that I love orange blossom. It's one of my favorite notes. I love orange and orange blossom, and I've always wanted to create like the ultimate orange blossom perfume, and that is what I have done here with Cleopatra. So for me, I've always loved fragrances that, you know, that top note when you first spray them, they have this like mandarin orange or clementine note there. But what I often find is that that note will be there at the beginning and then will disappear. So I've been working really hard with Nick and Ruth Mastenbrook, my perfumers here in the UK, to really create an orange note that lasts throughout the fragrance. You guys know that that's what I did with Aphrodite with the mango notes, something that really lasts and isn't just fleeting at the beginning. And that's what we've created with Cleopatra as well. You then of course had the orange blossom in the heart, but really that orangey vibe stays throughout it, and it's quite a warm, sensual orange and orange blossom. At first it has what I describe as an orange gelato. So when I'm on holiday, you know, in the Mediterranean or somewhere hot, I get gelato. I always get the orange one because I find it has like this really addictive quality to it. So I wanted to create that orange gelato, orange sorbet type feeling in the opening. Then the orange blossom comes through, adding a little bit of a floral undertone, and that's accompanied by jasmine. And then the supporting notes in the base are a warm sandalwood, amber, that just add that warmth and coziness, and of course help with projection and longevity. So like all my fragrances, this is super concentrated. It really lasts, and I know that some of you have been ordering samples, and I've seen in your reviews that you're saying that this is lasting on you. You can smell it the next day on clothes. So that's exactly what I wanted to create. So that's like super exciting when I read those reviews from you guys. And as you know, I love my sort of strong female characters. So the name Cleopatra, it's actually a name that I've had planned for quite a few years. I knew I wanted to do a perfume called Cleopatra. I know a year and a half ago we got the cats, and one of them is called Cleopatra, but the idea for this, having a perfume named Cleopatra, actually predates Cleopatra the cat. So she's kind of named after the perfume, not the other way around. You guys know I love my ancient history, and if you don't know, Cleopatra was the Empress of Egypt around the time of Julius Caesar, and she is such a legendary sort of boss girl figure, sort of seduced multiple Roman emperors, and she was also known to, like, said to have left like a lingering trail of fragrance. Like she used fragrance as part of her power and allure. Now of course Mediterranean, where Egypt is, where Cleopatra is from, is where we grow a lot of orange blossom. Orange blossom trees grow naturally there, and of course citrus fruits as well, like orange. And the amber note here in the base, you know, the ancient Egyptians like treated amber as a precious like gemstone, so it kind of ties in with that. And these ancient sort of empresses and emperors had these beautiful lush gardens, even in climates where, you know, like Egypt, where it's very hot and arid, they would create these beautiful like lush gardens. So that sort of ties in with the jasmine and the orange blossom and those sort of trees that would be growing in the, you know, empresses in Cleopatra's gardens. Of course, the theme here, as you can see, is white and gold, and I am actually, you may know, I'm getting married next year, and I think this is going to be my wedding perfume, so hence the white and gold theme. I think Orange Blossom is just perfect for weddings, so I think it's going to work really well. So this is the full size, the 50 ml, and super exciting. This and all my other fragrances are now going to be available at Boots, so Boots UK and also Boots Ireland, boots.ie. So if you're in Ireland, you can order my fragrances without any customs and with the Boots shipping and everything. So I'll leave those links down below. And then if you're in the US, Canada, Mexico or Australia, you can order it from FragranceNet. And if you're in the EU, you can order it from fragrance.com. I'll put all the links down below. Of course, it also comes in my 15 ml travel spray size, which they are reusable, so once you've used up your Cleopatra, you can refill them with whatever new perfume you want, and that is of course in that Cleopatra gold as well. And like all my fragrances, you can order samples from my website, and I have reimagined them. My samples, they come in this box now rather than in the packets that I did my previous samples in, and I've had the name like Soki and Cleopatra done in like a shiny gold, and it's the same for the packaging of the fragrances as well, so they're really beautiful packaging that I'm really pleased with. Now I know that not everyone will be able to try this, so I think it might be helpful if I tell you about some of the perfumes that kind of inspired this or are kind of similar to help you imagine what it smells like. So probably the first one is Acqua di Parma's Arancia de Capri in their Blue Med range, because it literally just smells like really fresh oranges. I have always found with this, I think it's a cologne, it's very light and it doesn't last and it's quite expensive. So this was something that was a bit of an inspiration, like I wanted to create an orange perfume like this. Arancia is orange in Italian, that really like lasted and projected. So if you've tried this, this is kind of like the top note of Cleopatra. Similarly, the Guerlain Acqua Allegoria Forte version of Mandarin Basilic. The original Mandarin Basilic has a lot of basil in, which isn't in Cleopatra, but the Forte version that's stronger is just super orangey. So again, if you've tried this, this is quite similar, but again, Cleopatra is much stronger and longer lasting than this. Definitely a big inspiration was Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Forever, that has been discontinued. So this is an orange blossom perfume, super fresh, Mediterranean vibes, but I did find that this performed quite well, unlike the original Light Blue, which is to me quite fleeting, and it is super orangey. So I did want to create a replacement for this because I was so gutted when I found this was being discontinued. So if you've liked this, then I think you'll definitely like Cleopatra. Certainly a big inspiration is Elisab Le Parfum, and this is the Le Parfum Lumiere version that's a little bit more orangey. This on paper just sounds quite similar with the orange top note and then the jasmine and orange blossom heart. I think in reality Cleopatra is much more orangey than this. I find in Elisab Le Parfum that the jasmine really comes through and is the main note, whereas in Cleopatra it's more the orange and the orange blossom that come through. But it's definitely of a similar nature to Elisab Le Parfum, and particularly the Lumiere version. So again, if you've liked these, I think you'll like Cleopatra. Another limited edition from Erin, their Mediterranean Honeysuckle Clementina that came out the other year, limited edition. Again, this had, when you first spray it, that really fresh orange clementine note that I really wanted to have in Cleopatra. And I think this is probably one of my favorites from Erin. So sad it was just a limited edition, but again, it's that juicy fresh clementine note that I wanted to create in Cleopatra. Penhaligon's Solaris, if you've tried this, again, this is a really classy orange blossom perfume, so definitely some quite similar notes to Cleopatra. And also the Kayali Marrakesh in a bottle orange blossom. Again, this is giving those like Mediterranean orange blossom vibes. I think this one has some rose in it, which makes it different to mine, and some pink pepper. Cleopatra doesn't have those notes in it. It's like just all about the orange blossom. But if you like that, I think you will definitely like Cleopatra. And then I don't know if anyone remembers Escada's Agua del Sol that came out quite a few years ago. This one was that really orange gelato, like almost sugary orange opening, that really just took me to that memory of eating orange ice cream, orange gelato on holiday. So the top note is quite similar to this, if anyone remembers that. So I'm so excited for you guys to try it. Don't forget that when you order a sample from my website, you do get a £5 voucher on email that you can use against any of my other items on my website. So I'm really keen for you guys to be able to try it. That's why I do that and do the worldwide shipping for the samples. And I'm so excited that you can now get it in Boots in the UK and Ireland and get your Boots Advantage card points. And I know that FragranceNet and Fragrance.com for you guys internationally do loads of like coupons and free shipping and lots of great offers as well. So there's lots of places that you can get Cleopatra and try it. Please do let me know when you try it what you think, and leave a review. That really helps me. As you know, I'm totally self-funded and have no marketing budget, so I do rely on word of mouth a lot. So please do spread the word if you like it, and I can't wait to hear what everyone thinks. Do feel free to tag me in any posts on social media. I love seeing what you think about my new releases. But that's it, guys. So thank you so much for watching as always, and thank you for celebrating Cleopatra with me. But that's it. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.